Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Monday, November the 7th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get into the room. And I share my screen all day long, and I'm live on the mic between 9 a.m. and usually up to about 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight. We're back to standard time. And if you'd like to take out a subscription to Trade Ideas, just you can copy and paste or type this into your browser, click on it, and you will be taken to our subscription page, and there will be a promo code there for you. All right. Well, I'm in only one trade right now, and that's KEP. I just did sell some, sold some at 2037. I'm in at, let's just bring this out here. KEP. Just a very, very, very quiet little trade here. Where am I in at? 2021. Right down here, and this little break there. And I just sold some at 2037. Mark this down here. Okay. And, well, of course, it's a very interesting day. Now, the market is up big. Now, the thought might be, the market doesn't like big change. So, this is not a political opinion or anything like that in terms of who I favor or who I want to win. It doesn't really matter. But what the market is telling us, and the market can be completely wrong, but the market being up 351 points as we speak seems to be factoring in a Clinton win, because the market doesn't like big change, and a Trump victory. I think, let's face it, the market probably is a little unsure about what might happen. So market not loving change, it appears to be factoring in a Clinton win. But, we'll have to see, of course. Tomorrow is election day in the United States, and all eyes. Should be a very interesting day tomorrow, and certainly on Wednesday, depending on who wins. But as I say, right now the market is up quite a lot after being down 9 days in a row. This basically has recovered quite a bit of that down gap. Now, for me personally, UPLMQ basically made my day. This is a OTC stock, and again, not everybody's cup of tea, I understand. And I took this trade right here on Friday. If you're in the room late in the day, you know that I was really looking at this one. One of the reasons is if you take a look at the daily on this, back it out just a little bit more maybe. Well, you don't even have to do that. But you can see what happened. This is Thursday, got beaten up all the way down here. The buyers took it back up. On Friday, the sellers tried again. The buyers took it back up. So the fact that it was just over this area, it started to look like it was going to get over this area, and we have this nice little void, a couple of dollars. I thought, you know what, I'm going to take some of this. So that's what I did. I took some at 536 and got really rewarded. Basically made my day. Didn't really have to do too much after that. Look what happened. 536 hit a high of 619 or 618. Didn't sell it all up there. I took some out at on the way up at 575 and 607, and on the way down before it broke down through 601, and then just under 6. So I'm all out of it, but it's interesting to see the ones that end in a Q. Typically, I mean, I do remember Ultra Petroleum. It was used to be a pretty big player in the business. Obviously fell on horrible times. Went through bankruptcy. That's why the Q was there, or is there. But it's like, to me, even though I probably have bought more OTC stocks in the last couple of weeks than I have in my entire life, but I'm treating them more like the low floaters. I mean, we have no problem buying those low floaters, which are almost just as crazy. So anyway, I was out of that one, and that basically made my day. Let's see, CC was one I tried. Very, very difficult one. This came from Holly. Holly, by the way, had a very successful day, especially on the horseshoe up strategy. I just, unfortunately, I was picking the wrong ones. The CC, see if CC was actually CC was the Alpha Predator. Oh, I didn't realize that. I got in late though, 1908. It was really whipping around. Look at these tails. I mean, here's a high of 1957, then down to 1905. I got in originally at 1936, right about here when it looked like, the market was ripping and everything. Did pop up. I was trying to take, I wanted to get more out of the trade though, and I ended up taking a couple of cent loss, got out at 1934. Now, CAP came from my options. Came from my options magic, and it's been a very slow and steady trade. Got into the trade, as I say, the right about here at 2021. Been very slow. I'll take these sort of trades all day long, though. I mean, especially if it can find its way up here, rather than the CC type trade, which is just all over the place. BPI was another one from Holly. I just stopped myself out of it. I may get back in. It depends. It just really hasn't done anything. The alert was at 7:07 right here, 7:07. Took the trade at 7:11, and it's really done nothing. Got out of it as this candle was forming. Now it's popped right back up, but it really hasn't done too much. Now the miss for me was ASTG or no ATSG. And it's funny. Now I may get back into it if it can take out this high, but this was alerted on two separate strategies. The first time was right here at 14.95. And the only problem I saw with it, and I know Dan talks about this a lot, it was extremely low volume. I think it was only about 40,000 shares at the time. Now, right now we're at 311,000 shares for the day, and by the end of the day it could hit 500,000, 600,000. We don't know. And I ended up finally taking the trade at 15:09, right about here. Whoops, right about here. And I did get taken out right as it started moving down. And unfortunately, I wanted to take I put an alert. It's you don't see the alert right now because I've deleted all my alerts. I had an alert right there, but I was watching something else at the time. Even though I was alerted to it, I just forgot to act on it, which is really, really big mistake on my part. Because look at the run it had afterwards. Now, interestingly enough, it did get alerted on the second strategy. Find it here at 15:55. All right. So this stock was alerted on two separate Holly strategies. The first one a lot earlier, and then this one, the alpha strategy. So I did take it. I ended up taking it at 1568. And it hung in this area for quite a while. And then on this candle here, I decided to get out of it. I'm going to put an alert at 1573. If it gets back up there, possible I will take the trade again. And but I did take a 9-cent loss on this. And the other one was Delta Airlines. And wow, look at this! It is now even pop back up. I'm out of the trade now. It was a great trade by Holly. 43.58 right here was the alert. Again, I was probably doing something else. I wasn't watching it as close as I should have. I did end up taking the trade though when it broke over 44, and I took it at 44.04. Right here on this little break. I sold some at 44.28 and I think at 44.24 as it was moving down. But look, it is starting to come back again. But this is another nice one from Holly. Holly had quite a few good ones today, and it's a matter of really having to follow them. My excuse, of course, is that I am doing other things. I mean, if I could dedicate my entire time just to following all the Holly alerts, I would do better. There's no question I would do better at following the Holly alerts if that's all I had to do. But I'm answering emails and I'm answering questions in the room, and I'm a little bit distracted. But that is my excuse. If you guys have no excuse whatsoever, if you have Holly, you should be following all these trades all day long. Because this one really, really, especially on the break right there, was a good enough entry. Anyway, see where CAP is again. Well, it's still holding its own here. Why I'm in this, again, I looked at this void here and I thought maybe if we could get into the mid 40s, that might be good. Probably get stalled maybe at the 50 cent mark. But nonetheless, I will take this sort of a trade all day long. I mean, it's nothing exciting, but it's pretty steady. All right. Well, tomorrow's the day. That's amazing. It seems like this election has been going on for 10 years, or the preamble to the election has been going on for about 10 years. But tomorrow's the day. We'll see who wins, and then hopefully on Wednesday we can get back to some semblance of normal, though all depends on who wins. I mean, obviously, if Trump wins, I think the market will be in a little bit turmoil for a bit, but it'll settle down. No matter who wins, it'll eventually find a place, and we'll be able to trade. If Clinton wins, probably a little more stable because I think the market kind of knows what they're getting with her. Again, doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on. I'm just looking at what the market might do. Coal stocks, if Trump wins, might do very well. Healthcare stocks may not do as well if Clinton wins. She's kind of all over them, thinking that there may be price gouging and stuff like that. So anyway, tomorrow finally it'll be over, and Wednesday should be, but it should be interesting tomorrow. As you know, I'd be very wary about trading tomorrow because I think what's going to happen is we're going to start hearing reports about, okay, big lineups here. Is that a Democratic leaning lineup? Is that a Republican leaning lineup? And of course, I'm talking at the polling station. So there's going to be all sorts of wild rumors probably all day long. So anyway, that's it. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Let me just bring back the cover page. Here again is how to get in, and I usually open the room at about 8:45 tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, every morning, 8:45 Eastern time, of course. And then I get live on the mic at 9. Want to take out a subscription? This is what you can use, and there is a promo code there for you. So anyway, thanks very much for listening, and we'll see you in our trading room tomorrow. Bye bye.